players playing in Europe and North America, and indeed LATAM, are players we recognize from the mobile esports scene. Daniel and I have covered a lot of those regions previously, so it's more, I think, of just a style and, frankly, how much practice these teams are getting. Anyway, draft phase is beginning. Thank you for the conversation about global Wild Rift, Mika. How do you feel about localized Wild Rift, Daniel? You've been paying attention to what's going on here.
I really want to talk about that, but I think we can kind of talk about that later since we're probably gonna have some free time. But you know, I'm really looking forward to seeing this Nunu in action again. We haven't seen it for quite a while, and it was pretty spicy. It was pretty good earlier.
They don't have any damage right now on SVP, so I'm a little worried about that unless this is AP Nunu, in which case, yeah.
Just run over everyone with that Nunu. Last time we saw it was MBR. Hey, when you can go Jin and Xayah, you go Jin and Xayah, okay? I mean,
my favorite thing about this is it wouldn't even solve their damage problem. Yeah, so this doesn't even solve their damage problem, which is that everything on their team is super defensive, and they don't have anything that can chase or do sustained damage over time during the early mid game.
Yeah, but you got a Nunu.
Yeah, no, if SVP can just set up on objectives early and wait for Team Flash to run at them, then these team fights are actually really easy. But if SVP ever need to chase anyone, you better hope the Jin hits a root, because otherwise you're in for a rough time, buddy.
For being serious here, I think Flash completely won this draft, but you never know. SVP, this craziness might work.
They're having fun. I think you can tell right now they none of these teams, either of these teams have anything to lose, and you know, they are actually free to experiment. They are actually free to experiment, try out new things. I mean, this is the best time to do it. This is I believe this is the first time we're seeing Jin in to the Rift for the C Championships, right? It's
it very well could be.
Yeah,
it is
I could look it up later.
Yeah, I have a very important question for the chat. Send me my response to my Twitter. It's right here. Is which one? Me and Daniel were arguing about this earlier. Which one's Nunu? Which one's Willem? Is Nunu the little boy, or is Willem the little boy? Which one's the Yeti?
Nunu's the boy.
Is
Yeah,
Nunu the boy?
sounds like the boy. TJ was trying to tell me differently. He's like, you see,
I feel like Willem is a boy name and Nunu's a Yeti name.
Nunu, okay, well, in your culture, in our culture, team.
We're gonna get back to you guys on this. We're gonna do some research. We're gonna ask Ban about this as to who exactly is Nunu and Willem.
Speak for yourself. I'll be arguing about this all game.
In the meantime, we are gonna head into game 2 for SVP and Team Flash casters. What do you make of this? TJ is driving me crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is me, your play-by-play caster Omo, and with me here is Gamenism. We are like Nunu and Willem in that I am Nunu, the boy, and Grandin is Willem, the Yeti. It's in the law, TJ.
Yeah, it actually is. I don't think we can technically.
It's not an argument.
Away. There's no way to actually save this. I think Nunu actually is the boy and Willem is the mythical snow monster thing.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
the storyline is that Nunu's also looking for his mom.
Oh, that's sad now. It's like a Bambi thing.
Or like some people's teammates, right?
Let's not get into that. I can be talking about this topic for a very long time. But Grandin, what do you make of this?
I set you up for it, Omo. That's what I wanted to hear.
Oh, come on. It's not the time or the plays. I'm a play-by-play now. I've turned over a new leaf. Color caster Omo, that's a different guy.
Alright, well, that's exactly how they're gonna play it out. Team Flash, okay, so looking at the compositions right now, SVP, they're out here trying to play the Jin mid. It's similar, I think, with what the concept they're trying to get done with a control kind of like Ashe in the mid lane before, so kind of a budget Ashe, but you don't exactly have the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, but you do have the Curtain Call. So it is a full utility meant to try and open up the map a little bit more, but I think the problem with the Jin is just that it gets smashed really hard into the Lucian matchup. The Lucian is aggressive enough, but it's a little bit surprising to see Ellie kind of just take it easy against the Jin and not really punish him all too hard here.
Not really punish him all too hard. I mean, it's hard to dash into him when he's got the 4th shot as well, right? Something to keep in mind.
Sure, but I mean, you can usually hit your piercing lights. You can use those spells.
Listen, you're gonna have to hold that top because Peiko is gonna be rolling in here. It's not gonna find anything though. It's a bit ambitious. but he's gonna get dived. He slices, he dices, and Shy is gonna get first blood with the ignite. And play by play, it's so easy, just like that dive.
Good stuff for Team Flash. I like what they were trying to get done there. You know what you have to get done. Shy didn't manage to have as much impact as he would have liked towards that last game. I know Joyce was having a pretty good performance, a pretty good showing. Now I really do want to try and hit on these on this kind of trade from both sides here. If Team Flash is able to punish Pego a little bit here, it's going to be much better. We'll kind of miss out on that timing, but at the very least, they do take away the buff on the other end. They get the Scuttle Crab, but Joyce is a little bit behind in tempo. It's not the best spot for them to be in, but Team Flash do get that gold advantage. What I am curious about is how they're going to try to shut down the Nunu, because we see what happens if he starts to scale up. He becomes so tanky, and Pego run the Aftershock as well. You know, it's going to be pretty difficult for them to lock him down.
It is indeed. It's going to be really tough, but what do I know? I'm just a play-by-play caster. Please go on.
What are you trying to imply? Are you trying to say that play-by-play casters don't know the game? Is that what you're trying to bring in here? Let's not get started on
this topic. No one's gonna be happy after this.
No. You're picking some fighting words here, Homo. Just like we see Albert fighting for Shy up the top side.
Oh, he wanted to dive this. He was thinking about it. Oh, got juked though, and here we go. He comes in, has the slice, has the dice. The whole team on the side of SVP, they're gonna come to try to shut down Shy. That's gonna be enough. He's gonna go over. Likely will just drop the Pego. Would like to see them give the kill to Yahtzee. That's gonna be a 1-for-1.
Good moves coming through from Flasher as well to try and respond to that. Unfortunately, a little bit too slow, so you see they're actually still missing quite a decent amount of bot farm, as well as mid lane didn't really crash in quickly enough. If they did, and they managed to remove some of the gold from Yahtzee, it could have been a lot better. But SVP were the ones that find initiative. At the very least, Shy did manage to trade back one, and so they got some power damage as well as some culling damage onto Yahtzee.
You know what I realized? We started calling him Yahtzee, like the game.
It's
like Yazoo, right? Yazoo.
Yazoo.
Oh man, that's not a little bit different. Oh,
yeah. Fair enough.
Wow. Yeah, big traits from Shy.
All right, big traits. Color casting is so difficult. You know, I need to know what to say, when to say it.
Yeah, right.
My play-by-play caster isn't giving me enough direction, isn't leading me enough.
All right, as the play-by-play caster, I'm gonna give you some direction. Gimnism, what are we seeing right now on your screen?
Oh, beautiful.
What's going on right now?
Right now, we're seeing a trade. So what Flash are trying to do is they're trying to play for first turret gold. They get the localized gold onto Shy and Joyce, who are going to be primary bursty damage dealers. As a result, SVP are trying to trade for the bomb side. It's going to be difficult for them to get too much done against the Orianna, who's just looking to try and clear out waves. They could potentially set up for a dive, but it's going to be tricky because Goidy is playing the Rakan. So they want to be a little bit cautious about that. Team Flash are actually going to be able to steal a little bit more by grabbing this Rift Herald, so SVP actually lose out on this trade.
Me play-by-play. You say big one, me like. So why no fight on screen now?
There
we go. We're gonna see a team fight. The Rakan comes in, charms them all up, but that's gonna be trash dropping. Glory D as well as Ellie. They get right out of dodge. Nice little juke right there. And Shy comes in, gets stunned out. Barrier comes through. Yahtzee, not enough damage. Wind slash. Yes, the wind slash. Oh, huge kick. Joyce though knocks them all up, saves his teammates. There we go. There is fight on screen. Play-by-play. Me happy.
Team Flash will get away pretty decently there. They do end up having to commit a bit. Wish I can't manage to see the start of that fight so I could give you a little bit more insight on how that kind of played out. But now, based on the way that we're seeing the game turn out, so with this Rift Herald, they actually are going to be able to hold it on for quite a while. It's quite lucky for them as well to see the Rift, the Inferno being the next one to spawn. Chloe D might just get caught here though.
Right. The protection no! I just think he was going to fly over the wall and fix the hook. I gotta say, David's trash is insane.
Wait, but he flashed out.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's about looking cool. You don't actually have to win the
flash
fight. Here we go.
Messiah.
Bad stomp to the sky. It's not quite gonna be enough. Joyce snipes him right out of the air. He's gonna be forced to run right now though. Pagog gonna get knocked out. M0 gets head. No, Joyce with another snipe, and this is gonna be Ellie trying to clean house right now. Has the I forget the name of this. Culling, yeah, that's the one. Pagog's one hit away, and they're not gonna be able to get it. Ultimately though, just 2-for-1 in favor of Flash.
Boy, has it ended there. Albert's still trying to join it as well. But in the meantime, Shy's fighting so much on the other end of the map. He's farming up, he's scaling up, looking stronger and stronger. Papa's gonna try to respond, but wow.
And it will be a kill. I'm sorry, playing by playing is hard. He flashes in, he gets the kill. That's gonna be 2 kills going over to the side of Flash. Shy once more though. Papa empowered start. Very nice. Very patient.
My goodness, this is not fair.
Fury. There's a bit of a bullying coming in from Shy. I think they got a bit angry. They're like, we threw that last game. We had a bit too much fun, but no fun for you this game.
And a different kind of composition than what we saw before. Team Flash are looking to really press the issue. A lot more damage bursts available. Really trying to dive in quickly. They're jumping onto David.
He jumps into David, and there will be. He can get out of dodge. Yahtzee gets really chunked though. They're trying to snipe him, but throw him out to keep him safe. Snowball comes in. It's gonna be rolling, rolling, rolling. Doesn't quite find anything, and that's just gonna be the Rift Herald. Does it take down the tower? Not quite. Close though.
Well, I think it's a little bit away from close. There still is a full plate available for them.
Me color custom,
Rift
me
Herald.
don't know what I'm talking.
Oh, you Colorcaster don't know what you're talking?
Oh, no, me play
Ah,
by
fair
play.
enough.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. Oh, but Allbody gets jumped out right now. Gets kicked away. Culling as well. That's the barrier. My goodness, he's gonna live. Yeah, there we go. Red buff takes him down.
Yeah, SB coming down though.
Wants some more. I don't think he has enough damage for this though, but he will just try to chunk them out. Look at Jin and his negative damage. If it was any other marksman, would have been double kill.
Snowball.
Snowball's gonna be a bit ambitious, but nothing's really gonna happen. And Gaminism, look at mid lane right now. That's just gonna be a
Yeah,
Rakan
mid-
dive. We miss it on our screen, but it's all good because the fight goes in favor of Team Flash.
Yeah, Team Flash really trying to equalize the score here, trying to make something happen. And even the bot side, they're looking to dive. Ellie once again, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. Not the worst thing that could have happened. But with the Inferno coming up, Pagor being alive, this could be the difference maker. So Team Flash, let's take a look. Let's take a step back and kind of review the situation, the circumstances that led up to this moment. Team Flash are holding a significant goal lead at this point, and how they got here was by being able to break open the mid lane, grabbing the first turret in the top side as well. They got a lot of localized gold. Now, because of that, and the few kills that they've been able to find, they've been able to grab some initiative. SVP is trying to respond by going for this dragon, but Team Flash is on their kills.
Flash, they want to come in. They're not going to give this one up without the fight. There is the consume.
Oh,
Hook lands on
Strongly misses.
Oriana. Strongly doesn't quite hit. The dragon does go over to Pagor. The kick was a little bit too late. Consume will secure it. Sonic Wave doesn't land, and that's going to be the end of the team fight.
They're gonna back away, and SVP managed to barely sneak away the dragon, so negate some of the effects a little bit. That's their second dragon of the game. Team Flash has been having some difficulty confirming that. And if there's any team that we look towards for unconventional, interesting mid picks, it's always gonna be Flash. The Lucian here kind of falls in the meta. You know, and it does. I'm not quite sure how well they're gonna be able to execute this one. So far, Ali has been having a good showing, but it could change as the game
Guy
gets
once
into it.
more, he slices in, he dices out, and this is Rakan to come and clean things up. Ellie, there we go. As the last, what's that, resonant wave, something like that, to pick up the kill at the end of that one. That's a nice shockwave from dialing to the skies a little bit too late. Hago wants a bit more. Absolute Zero, he just saves Scott out of that one. That's just gonna be Glory. D picks the kill, that gets hooked up. This will just be all but cleaning things up. He wants more, he wants dialing, gets the third kill onto him. Doesn't have the Sonic Wave, I think, so they're just gonna be able to get away from this one. Lantern there as well. Looks like he wants more. Dialing standing on ward. Oh, but I want something more there, but very tricky with defense. Will just get out of dodge, and look at Shy.
Look at Shine, he's still in the mid side. He's breaking open the base, finding some space, sidesteps off SVP. Is gonna turn around, David.
Oh, Shy gets one, tries to get a second, but All But will just pick him up, knock him down. Bit of a shot down. I think it's good that All But remembered to bring his rubber band this time.
Yeah, brought his rubber band to the fight, so was able to deal with him a little bit better. Unfortunately, you look towards Shine, he's still very significantly far ahead. Now, the difference maker is once he grabs Exterior's Gauge, the additional shield is going to make him so much more tanky. It's very difficult for SVP to deal with the Renekton. This is especially the case because they still have a very immobile Jhin, so it's going to be problematic. They try to itemize towards the Rocket Belt to negate some of those problems, but it's not going to quite save him because you have to either prioritize Papa or Yazu. And so it's a little bit tricky for SVP to navigate these fights around a double threat, Renekton as well as Lee Sin. Team Flash, they kind of have it all, but they are going to start losing some tempo, especially once the Xayah has scaled up into this late game, so they want to be able to build as big of a lead as they can while they still have it. The Baron's a good option here. I think Team Flash is probably going to stop. I kind of cut you off there, but I mean, they wanted to do that.
No, I was just going to say I agree. I don't really know what else play-by-play say to this part of the cast. I just say my color costume is real smart.
Oh, absolutely. I love that. Love that part about being a color caster, just having the play-by-play say how smart you are. Team Flash is trying to build some vision control around the top side. Shy is just going to constantly pressure against L, but the most important thing is he does not die here. So long as he lives, every single time, Team Flash will be able to convert a lead somewhere else on the map.
That is true, and we do see Ellie pushing in the Baron wave as well, right?
Yes, wow, doing my job for me, giving me some insight to the other end of the map. But unfortunately, it's going to be difficult for him to get all too much done against
The
Jansen.
power went through his
Oh,
head.
nice dodge. Oh my goodness, just such good positioning from Ellie.
Yeah, play-by-play things. He got the kill there. Ellie tried to get the kill and turn it around, but didn't quite manage to. Will get taken down in the end, but forces Flash. Yes. There you
Nice
go.
little pick. Nice little pickup. Unfortunately, Pego hasn't been able to get all too much done this game. It's been quite difficult for this Nunu. Now, where Nunu is supposed to excel is around those neutral objectives, such as the Dragon, such as the Reptile, which they have in all fairness. Unfortunately for SVP, I mean, it's also partly conditional that it has to become a closer game for it to really feel that effect. But with Team Flash just having a naturally occurring 10,000 gold lead, it just becomes so easy for them to out-itemize, out-gold you. And so they're constantly trying to find these neutral objectives to equalize, but that's not really the point. They're there to increase your advantage, not to try and diminish the enemy's advantage.
Quick, send me out. If I go, send me out. Leave me in.
All right, look at this. Team Flash trying to get in on the
Oh,
pit.
Lee Sin jumps in. Look at the Vakati. Knocked them all up. Absolute zero gets.
Yeah, the replay, I mean, it just starts off so well for Team Flash, being able to collapse in on SVP who are already stuck in the pit. SVP do very well when they Flash, being able to collapse in on SVP who are already stuck in the pit. SVP do very well when they come in, collapse in on you, or the ones that initiate stuck. I mean, it just very cool.
Look at.
Yeah, the replay, I mean, it just starts off so well for Team Flash, being able to collapse in on SVP who are already stuck in the pit. SVP do very well when they come in, collapse in on you, or the ones that initiate. They don't do very well when they get initiated on. That's the power of Flash. That's what happens when you have the Rakan, when you have the Lee Sin, and then the Renekton, because he's able to deal so effectively with the Ribbon, it just becomes a very different scenario where it's not just a 4v4 and then you get the +1s after. It's more like a 5v4 and then you still have the +1s coming after. And so SVP having a very difficult time. I mean, just so many moving parts here, Omo, but Team Flash, I mean, Baron lane's winning, the jungle got more tempo, mid-side was able to do so much more. Just look at this.
Oh man, I don't even know what happened, but Ali took down one, took down two. That's gonna be a triple. He flashes in as well. Oh, but he lives with a tick of health. He will just get not quite taken down, but he's
That's
gonna
the
be really
ignite.
low. They want to go for the Nexus, not quite. They want to kill. They're gonna be diving in, not instinct though, and that's gonna be all. But can he get more? That will just be the Nexus dropping. This will be Team Flash tying up the series 1-1. 1 point to